Greetings. Sometimes you must have pondered whether you are the only conscious being in reality, that everyone around you is a product of your imagination, and that all those people you see are like actors in a movie. And in reality, it is so. Everything you see, feel, and hear is a product of your mind. The brain is our only interface with the world, the way the human body connects with external stimuli and interprets them as reality. You cannot know how other people truly feel, you can imagine it, and what's more, you don't even know if they are real. You can know how humanity was in past times, what is happening elsewhere in the world through images, books, and what you are told, but you have no way to verify if everything around you is solely and exclusively a part of your imagination. In the end, for you, the universe began when you were born. According to your viewpoint, there was nothing before, and after, logically, there is nothing. But not being conscious of it, the universe will always exist for you. You know there was something before you were born because you've been told, but you weren't there to confirm it. When you dream, you're not usually conscious of the dream. You're in a world created by your mind, with actors who seem real, and your brain interprets it as real. You could be in a dream right now or in a grand matrix filled with alternate realities. In dreams, we also feel pain is real, see other people who seem real. Even if we have erotic dreams, we experience pleasure as real. The human brain has a remarkable capacity to create its own reality. Consequently, the universe you're seeing around you could have been created by you. This is one of the many hypotheses of human consciousness. The act of asking questions continuously leads to more questions. But what is consciousness? Perhaps no question has been asked as many times as this one because there's no doubt that what we call consciousness is being aware that we exist as a self. The answer to this enigma has even been sought in science, starting from the materialist principle that consciousness resides in the brain, specifically in the prefrontal cortex, which activates when we make decisions and allows us to have notions about spacetime. If we took the brain out of the equation, we'd have to return to discussions about the soul and the mind-body duality that pervaded ancient Western philosophy and Eastern philosophies. But based on modern science and its objective principle, consciousness resides in the brain. However, according to quantum mechanics, consciousness seems to be everywhere and not just an exclusive trait of humans, as some prominent scientists propose. For example, according to Michio Kaku, consciousness is a product of evolution and is influenced by the laws of spacetime. Some physicists have proposed that any system capable of creating a certain level of energy can generate consciousness. An example of this cosmic substance could be found in stars and their movements. Stars like the sun move faster than hotter ones, which is attributed to interactions with gas clouds. But some scientists have posited that there is conscious communication among celestial bodies, manipulating themselves to maintain balance in a galaxy, indicating consciousness. This is also evident with the laws of quantum mechanics, which postulate that particles don't have a specific location or space until observed or measured. So, it seems as if they have individual consciousness and they are in contact with other consciousness, as happens with quantum entanglement. Together, they create the cosmos. On the other hand, Bernardo Kastrup, an expert in computers and artificial intelligence, has added the idea that cosmic consciousness manifests more as a multiple personality disorder, but on a cosmic scale. According to Kastrup's proposal, we are just one of the many conscious personalities of universal substance. Our consciousness is something like the universe's alter ego. However, thinking that our consciousness, as such, is nothing but the result of a cosmic convergence of consciousnesses, both singular and particular, as well as universal. This could be the beginning of finally resolving the mystery of consciousness, but even more so, it would highlight that we are not more special than other beings, but rather the opposite, because we depend on others for our own consciousness to make sense, and to give meaning to the consciousness of others and to the cosmos. According to physicist Ervin Laszlo, our consciousness is quantum, and by understanding the quantum nature of our intertwined consciousness with the world, we can develop an interrelation with everything around us, with the very processes of the universe. We entertain the possibility that our mind and its network of relationships is the entire universe. When quantum computers are finally developed, we will be able to approach simulating the information processing of the human brain for the first time. Quantum computers can theoretically process information in states of entanglement and superposition, in zeros and ones simultaneously, like Schrödinger's cat, both alive and dead. In today's quantum physics, the universe is composed of information at its most basic level. This is the primordial substance of the universe. The universe, in a quantum sense, is not made up of matter and space. It is made up of energy and information. Energy exists in the form of wave patterns, wave propagations in the quantum vacuum that forms space in its various manifestations. Energy is the universe's hardware, information is the software. The universe isn't an assembly of bits of inert matter passively moving in empty space, it's a coherent and dynamic whole. The energy constituting the hardware is always fully informed. It is the information that we perceive as the laws of nature. Without information, the energy waves and patterns of the universe would be as random and unstructured as the behavior of a computer without its software. Quantum bits would shape reality through the concept of information. We can begin to understand the structure of the universe and catch a glimpse of the very essence of reality. The cosmos could be conscious, and we could be just one of its many personalities. The operating systems of our computers or cell phones are actually formed by bits, which are like a kind of informational quark that contains information. It could be said that bits are actually a 1 or a 0, forming the sequence of material bits. What we don't know is whether the information of our universe is also binary, meaning it takes one of two values, or if there is much more variety or takes multiple values simultaneously in a quantum manner, which could be more likely. The reality is that technically, we could be living within an advanced simulation software without realizing it, as if we were a kind of Sims in an advanced civilization. The interesting question would be how that computer provides us with our own consciousness, as up until now, we all have the certainty that we exist independently. Descartes once pointed out, "I think, therefore I am." Human consciousness seems to be the key to dismissing the notion that we are actually a simulation of advanced technology. Although it's also likely that if we were a simulation of a computer, we wouldn't realize it. Continuing with human consciousness, in the case that we are individual beings and not a single mind, the consciousness of the universe seems inevitable. The theory of information follows the same path. As with the existence of that information, universal consciousness would be what imparts essence or information base to all things. All their characteristics. We are nothing more than quantum information. The Greek idealists believed that things had a single truth that existed in the world of ideas, which humans sought to access through interpretation. Beyond the theory possibly appearing worthy of a mind with cosmic delusions, in principle, if we could know what the universe is exactly composed of, every atom, every quark, or every quantum or subatomic particle, we would have a much deeper knowledge of their properties. While perhaps in the future, with the development of sufficiently powerful new technology, we could manipulate its composition. If we were to manipulate all that essence or information that constitutes existence, we would essentially have unlimited access to the foundation of all things, opening the door for humans to reconstruct the universe in any way they desire, changing absolutely everything. This hypothesis brings us even closer to the great mystery of the universe. It is very likely that we are an information hologram created by a universal consciousness. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, share it on social media, and leave your comments.